Here we come to adding the value constraints for the Bookshop information system. I've highlighted here the two value constraints that we were given. So we're going to put them into my Visio Modeler object ORM diagram. So the first one is for category. It says fiction or non-fiction. So let's find category, right click, properties, and under value we need to add fiction and non-fiction. And they're sitting there. They're a bit in a funny place. Move it down a little bit. But again, as long as it's readable, that's all that matters. And the other one is for binding. We've got paperback, hardcover, and spiral bound. So for binding, I need to add some my properties here, my value, paperback, hardcover, and typing spiral bound. Add. And they're the only ones really for here. It has messed my model up a little bit. It's not too bad. Again, I can stretch that one out there so that it sits nicely, and stretch that one out there so that it's pretty good. And that's done. Now we can create the logical model, and the way to do that is to, well, you can either build the dictionary then edit it, or clicking the edit dictionary one. Actually, the first time you do it will allow you to edit, will create it as well. And I've got two errors. These are classic errors that happen when you've got value constraints. Spiral bound and non-fiction, it says larger than the data type allowed. So let's go back here. Right, I'll just double click here. Here's my data type tab, and you'll notice that they're text and they are a fixed length of 10. I can make it a number bigger than 10, and now my spiral bound, no, I'm sorry, my non-fiction won't be an error. If I double click this one, the variable length, where you can set it to be a large length, variable length, okay, and I click Edit Dictionary, it still gives me an error for spiral bound, so I can't fix it that way by choosing variable length. What if I choose large length and click here, and now it's gone. So I've created all of that, drag all the tables over, view fit diagramming window. It's a bit small that way, but what we've got to do is not have it so we have to have our model so that none of the lines cross each other. I'd like to put that on the right hand side. It doesn't love me doing that though. It's not really helpful all the way down there, is it? Everything's there, just move these up. Now I've got selling price amount. I actually just want it to be called selling price amount. I don't want the other things in there. It's because we haven't put in a standard relationship name in there. The rest of them are all okay. And then we can just hit save to save this But here, no, otherwise you'll get some unexpected results when you migrate this back to the source model. And so that's my logical model created.